and joining us is Raf. How's it going, man?
Not bad, Nick. Good to be here.
Yeah, man.
Very glad it's all kind of working on the technical end.
It's looking like we're going up. Yeah, it's looking like we're going out on YouTube. So welcome to everyone in the chat. It's blowing up there. Thanks for joining us.
Awesome, man. Oh, well, yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. My name is Raf. I'm here with Nick, and we are very happy to be hosting this kind of a live stream event. It's the first live stream event that I've been involved in like this as well. This gig was originally, it's like a long story behind this particular gig. It's been changed multiple times, and we're just happy to be able to present something to you guys while Canberra and a lot of Australia is in lockdown. We've got a bunch of mad performers and guests coming up as well. If you want to check out the exact run sheet, just have a look in the description of the YouTube link and you can see it there. But before we start with the music, I'm going to have a bit of a chat to a couple of people. You already met the first one, and that was Nick, the head honcho of Mustard Flats, who are kindly kind of hosting at the back end of this entire experience. So a big ups, man, and thank you very much for stepping in and doing a lot of the technical stuff in the back end as well, man.
No problem, man. It's been great. This is something we wanted to do, a bit things like this here, so very keen to get on board with Winter Rhythm.
It's awesome, man, because you've been doing this for a while as well. I've caught a couple of your streams and your video podcasts and stuff as well. But for those who don't know what Mustard Flats is about and kind of a bit about what kind of you're doing here in the scene, can you let us know what's up with Mustard Flats and kind of what you do here, man?
Yeah. Well, we started this sort of project last year during the first lockdown, so that's when I was scraping up all the equipment and gave me the kind of idea to get something going where we could do some live streaming type stuff here in Canberra and really show off the Canberra music and art scene. And so we set up the studio here, which is currently empty because we can't have any guests, but we've been working to kind of get it all going via Zoom more recently, doing a few streams and that sort of thing. So, yeah, it's been fun. It's tricky. It's always challenging. So hopefully we stay on air tonight, but we'll see how we go.
You should let people know that, this is kind of a bit of an experiment and stuff as well. So we will let you know if anything goes wrong. Do let us know if anything is wrong in the stream and stuff in the comments and stuff.
Yeah, it can get a bit laggy, can get some echoes, but just let us know and we'll try and fix it.
Now, I caught your first live stream kind of like last week as well, but you don't normally do kind of streams like that. It's more kind of in-person, in-studio stuff where you get kind of like local artists and stuff.
Yeah.
To have chats kind of, do you have a background in video and stuff? Like, what do you do?
I've for a long time been doing music videos and projects for local artists. So for over 10 years now in Canberra, so got to know a lot of people and was always thinking there's sort of something missing there where we don't have anywhere to kind of really put these artists out there and chat to them in longer form chats. And we also wanted to make sure we could do it live, so people could communicate with these people and ask questions and stuff on the fly. So it's been really fun getting these podcasts out, which are more just talking face to face in the studio here. But now we can test these Zoom streams out where we can get people coming in from all over the place. So it's really good to test this out.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I mean, this live stream is going to be slightly different. There is going to be some live elements. Like I've got most of the artists who are performing in a waiting room, and we're going to have a chat add to them as well. But the actual performances from each of our artists have been pre-recorded specifically for this in the last week during lockdown. It's mostly from Canberra, but I've also reached out to a couple of artists from Melbourne as well. Before we get into that, I do want to admit a friend of mine, Dan Alutin, into the chat, and so we can speak about the origins of this gig as well. And then after Dan, we'll get into the first performance, which is it's actually from Melbourne. Alejandro Flores is gonna open up a winter rhythm with a bit of flamenco and Spanish guitar. But I'm gonna have a quick chat to Dan. Hopefully it all works. And then we'll see. So I've just let Dan into the chat here. And I'm going to chat to Dan about the origins of this gig, because it was originally meant to be at his venue called Goolabri. And so Dan, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Awesome, man.
Am I going live?
Hello, Dan. Yes,
Hey,
you
how are
are.
you?
We are live, man. I'm loving your set design there, man. It's beautiful.
Well, Lara's my set designer, so can't take credit.
Well, let's chat about this gig, because originally this is the origins of this idea came from you, and we it's actually the kind of second edition of what you've called. It started off with autumn rhythm, and this is like winter rhythm, and there's going to be summer and spring rhythm as well. But can you talk to us about kind of your venue, Goolabri, and the idea behind the actual gig, the first gig? Yeah.
Yeah, well, we had we're an event venue out at Goolabri. We've run other events, festivals, various things in the past. It started with Summer Rhythm back 10 years ago now, and I just sort of wanted to bring it back a bit and thought bringing in more seasonal rhythms, so it can be we start with autumn, then went with the winter, and then hopefully we'll get spring, but depending on COVID, whether we can do spring, we're nearly in spring already, but see what happens.
And I guess for those people who don't know the history behind a Summer Rhythm and the Summer Rhythm Festival, that was a festival that actually you ran for quite a long time back in the day. It's kind of how we first connected and stuff as well. And you ran that over at Goolabri. Can you tell us a bit about the scope of that one? Because that was a pretty epic festival, man. You had a lot of stages. You had some pretty amazing interstate acts and stuff as well.
Yeah, well, we did it for years. So the first year we started it for a fundraiser for a friend who had a motorbike accident. And so it was a one-day event, and it was we sort of built from there. The second year was kind of we looked at it and went, well, it's a fair bit of work to do this event, so we might as well just make it 2 days because all the infrastructure's there. And then the third year we did 3 days because hey, it's still there, so it just kept building. But it was my partner and Lara and me decided it'd be a cool thing to do. The venue sort of suits a festival, so I couldn't not do it,
I remember, man, it's an amazing place out there, just in Sutton as well. So if anyone's not been there after COVID, please go and have a look around. I've got a really nice bar and stuff. You've got a bit of activities and stuff there as well. I was really impressed with your ambition with a Summer Rhythm festival, man, as well. Multiple stages, like it is so much work putting on this stuff independently as well, because it was just kind of you basically doing it for the love and stuff, man. It's much respect for contributing so much back in the day, and hopefully we can kind of bring back a Summer Rhythm as a festival and stuff coming up as soon as well.
Yeah, well, hopefully we can build with these events and turn it back into something like it was back then. Build it slowly rather than going as big as it did at the start. But hopefully we can have something of it. Yeah, if the COVID ever stops.
Yep, fingers crossed, man. All right, thanks, Steve. And I should also mention that you're also a musician, and you play with one of the bands that was on the lineup for the original version of this gig, The Decideds. What do you play in The Decideds?
I'm percussion, so it was probably not going to work that well for a live stream. I think we've got Rafe and Kira doing stuff, and they're going to make a much better gig than I would have done. So it was either that or I was going to do interpretive dance, but I didn't think that was going to be very good for anybody.
I was going to mention that. I think maybe if there's anyone left at the end of the stream, we'll get you back and do a bit of interpretive dancing and stuff, man.
Yeah,
but thanks so much for joining us. I think we might start off the musical side of the night. So what we're going to do now is it's going to be our first artist is Alejandro Flores, a director from Melbourne. He actually performed in the autumn rhythm a gig that we had over at Agulabra a couple of months ago as well. And so we've got him back, and he has recorded something from Melbourne, and he is a flamenco-based, a Melbourne-based Spanish flamenco guitarist as well. So it's going to be him up first, and then we'll have a bit of a chat at him because he's there waiting in the Zoom, and then after that it's going to be a Kyra Lloyd from The Decideds doing a bit of an acoustic performance, and then we're going to have another performer from Melbourne, Susie Blue, joining us, and then after that we'll have James and Alec from Copacetic. Then we'll have a Kim Yang. Then we have a very unique performance by the Sri Lustri Experience. And we're going to end with a Rafe Morris headlining a Winter Rhythm, direct from his backyard. But to start off with, we're going to go with Alejandro Flores. And so, Nick, I'll leave it up to you to start that stream. Thank you very much, everyone.
Hey guys, my name is Alejandro Flores and I'm a guitarist from Melbourne. Very pleased to be part of this Winter Rhythm Festival. I hope you guys enjoy all the other musos and acts that are on this evening, and I hope you guys enjoy my tunes as well. I'm going to begin with a tune called Gypsy, and it was a tune that I used to always begin the busking set with, so hope you guys enjoy this one. next one. I play a tune called Muddy Flor. I'll try and get all the adjustments done before the tune comes on. So this song is called Muddy Flor. And that was a song called Muddy Flor, which means the sea and the flower. Alright, I've got another tune now. This tune is called Amigos. That was a tune called Amigos, which is a lot quicker than what I remember. Yeah, I haven't played these songs with with these backing tracks for quite a while. But during lockdown, I guess there's nothing else. Probably should have looked at them beforehand. But anyway, thanks guys, thanks for tuning in. My name is Alejandro Flores and I'm from Melbourne. Hope to see everyone who's in Canberra and well, anywhere around Australia really soon at a live gig. Be awesome. All right, see you guys.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much, Alejandro Flores. Really good sounds, man. I've got the artist himself in the chat with me right now. How you doing, man? And thank you very much for submitting that performance, man.
Hey man, how are you?
I am very well, man. I've noticed a couple of questions coming in through the chat about your performance, which I might just actually throw to you before I ask you a bit about kind of what you do. One was what happens when you break a nail, actually. So flamenco guitarists obviously use like nails. So talk to us about your style with like nails and stuff. Yeah.
Well, if you're at home, I put super glue. And as it happened when the last time we were in Canberra, I broke 2 nails on stage. So after one of the songs, I had to quickly go off stage and file it right down. And then otherwise it just catches and then you just can't play anything. So yeah, it becomes a bit problematic. Hopefully you don't break them. That's the best way to go.
Nice one, man. So as you mentioned, you've actually performed quite a lot, actually here in Canberra, and you did perform at the autumn rhythm version of this event. Tell me a bit about what can you present when you perform, and not just like solo, and kind of a bit about your music and kind of what you do, and how you present kind of what you do.
Sure. Yeah. Well, at the last festival that we did the winter one. Was it winter or the autumn? The autumn one, sorry. Yeah, I went up with the duo, with the Solkemia duo with Luke Kazansky, and that was awesome. We had a really cool time playing the duo stuff again. He's a great guitarist, young dude who plays super well. So it's been really fun working out stuff with him again, getting some of the older songs that I had. And they just sound fresh again, you know. So yeah, that's been really cool. And I think earlier this year as well, we went up with the Cenas Flamenco dance troupe, with the trio, with Aya from Cenas Flamenco. She's the dancer there and sings as well. And yeah, that was great. We did 2 shows at Smith's, and we had a bunch of workshops. So yeah, that was a really busy. I think it was a busy weekend that we were there, and that was great. That's a really cool trio as well. It's with Luke as well. He plays obviously he plays guitar, and in the last one he played percussion as well a little bit, and Aya sang, and so it was a really full sounding flamenco trio, and of course with a full dance show. So yeah, it was just great fun.
That's awesome, man. Well, I mean, hopefully we can get you guys back up to Canberra sometime after COVID. But I know that you've been in lockdown in Melbourne, and it's like your 6th lockdown or something as well. So before we move on, as one of our 2 artists from Melbourne, I wanted to just get a quick sense of like what's it been as gigging a full-time musician and stuff. Obviously it's been tough, but and we've been watching in Canberra, and we had it like actually really good in Canberra because we were just gigging. There was like shows with 300 people, and not like 2 months ago and stuff. But it's all changed recently. But it gives us a sense of what it's of what's been happening in Melbourne in 6th lockdown, man. Because I know it must be pretty tough for you guys out there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. From heaps of regular gigs to pretty much a quick instant zero. At the start it was kind of tricky to get used to it because all of a sudden, you know, a lot of stuff happening and then nothing. So once I got over that little hurdle, then I've been trying just to spend as much time practicing and just learning stuff just for fun, listening to a whole bunch of different music. And I kind of set up a little recording, just a really small, I wouldn't say a studio, but in my room I've set up this little recording setup, which is exactly what I sent for this evening's stream. So it's just been fun just to muck around with different ideas, and but it also, the one thing, when there's no work like in the foreseeable future, then you don't work stuff out just to perform. You're just working stuff out just because either you like them or you're interested in it, and that and then you find yourself in different places. You know, you might be listening to a piano thing, then you like the sound of that, you try and work it out, and just trying to keep busy at home.
Well, I did want to ask you, but because you were playing, you had quite a good sound in your setup and stuff as well. I could see the mic, I could see, I could hear the backing track and stuff. It was actually a really good choice, man.
Yeah, it was cool. I just didn't know what to, because I've been playing in the duo and the trio, I haven't really done a lot of stuff, and much solo work. So it was like, and I thought, they're pretty cool backing tracks. They sound pretty cool. So I thought I'd try the system out, and and just working on the guitar sound. And the guitar I used actually was an Australian maker. The guitar that I used on the stream, it's a Brett Walker. So if any guitarists out there like the sound of the guitar, I definitely reckon you should check out his guitars, because they're pretty cool, really comfy, and they sound good. They play really cool too. So
Awesome, man. Well, and for people who are watching, who want to keep in touch with you and your music and stuff, where should they go, and what should they do?
Well, they can. I guess my website, solquemia.com, solquemia.com. That's more for the guitar-based stuff, and then for the flamenco dance, stuff, go to senesflamenco.com, SENES flamenco, FLAMENCO.com, and there you'll have the two projects that I'm currently working with when we get out of lockdown again.
Well, fingers crossed it happens very soon, and we can get you back up with your guitar-based stuff, and also the flamenco dance-based stuff up in Canberra very soon.
That'd be awesome.
Big ups, man. Thank you very much for opening up a Winter Rhythm, man. I kind of want to start with something a bit kind of worldy and stuff as well, but we're going to get into some blues and some roots and stuff later on, man.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. Thanks for thinking about me, and thanks for having me be part of this festival. So hope I can travel there to Canberra soon and see everyone face to face again. And so thank you, and enjoy the rest of the stream.
Thanks so much, man. We might continue with the music, and then we'll have another chat after the next video. We have a submission from Kyra Lloyd, who is the lead singer from The Decideds. They were originally meant to headline this event, and we've also got a submission from Rafe Morris as well, who also sings with The Decideds, but that's a bit of a treat for you right at the end. For now, thank you very much to Alejandro, and we will throw now to Kyra Lloyd live from lockdown, and then we'll have a bit of a chat at her after her performance. So over to you, Nick, for that stream.
Oh, hello. Welcome. My name's Kira. I'm the lead singer for The Decideds, and welcome to my shed. Thanks for joining us for Winter Rhythm. Thank you so much, Raf and Mustard Flats, for letting this continue. We've had so much stuff cancelled and so many cool things that we can't do. So it's really awesome that we've got something to look forward to and a way to get some music out to you guys. I want to do a little cover. I don't play much guitar, but I wanted to do a little cover of The Decideds for you guys. It's called Damage, written by Rafe Morris and The Decideds. And then my partner and I were actually in line at Epic, waiting for our repeat COVID test. So we decided to write a little song about isolation for you guys. Neither of us, again, want to play guitar, but my partner Matt's going to join me for that song. Hope you enjoy. Hope you're having a great night. Okay, here we go. You can't get to this stage without having some baggage, without causing some damage, without living out of luggage. You can't get to this stage without finding love and fucking it all up. Love me or leave me or let me be lonely. You won't believe me, but I love you only if only I said that way back when I meant that. Maybe wouldn't sing about the past like I regret that, but I don't, so I won't. Things I've done and do again. I hope we can float above our shit and still be friends. Won't hold my breath cause I'm breathing in new air. Wondering how it is that we got to hear me, baby. We got to comfy, maybe we got to whoa. Maybe we should have seen it coming. Maybe we were just too blinded by the glow. Maybe we move too quickly, maybe we move too slow. Maybe we should have seen this coming. Maybe we were just too blinded by the glow. Maybe we move too quickly, maybe we move too slow. Maybe we should have seen this coming. Maybe we were just too blinded by the glow. Maybe we move too quickly, maybe we move too slow. Maybe we should have seen this coming. Maybe we were just too blinded by the glow. Maybe. Thank you. That was Damage, originally done by The Decideds. Next up is an original by Matt Hoven and Kira Lloyd. Coming at ya. It's been leading up to this. The world is lonely as one. All the gifts have become nothing left to do or see. Subscribe to me, let's bring the birds and bees. Do you wanna be plus one in my bubble? Do it by the books, you won't get in trouble. All that we can do is love, love, love. Ooh la la, forced vacation. Ooh la la, baby creation. La la, forced vacation. Ooh la la, baby creation. Do you wanna be plus one in my Bible? Do it by the books, we won't get in trouble. Only thing that we can do is make. Do you wanna be plus one in my Bible? Do it by the books, we won't get in trouble. Only thing that we can do is make love, 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 love,
The set design, it keeps getting better and better with each video, actually. I love those candles and stuff there. That was awesome. Akara joins me right now. How are you going?
Hello, can you see me? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
We
Cool.
got you.
Hello.
We got
I'm
you.
great.
Welcome.
I'm all right. How are you going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just glad all the technical things are working and stuff. I'm loving everyone's submissions and stuff.
Yeah.
Specifically, your one was mad. Obviously, that was recorded in your shed or something. Tell me about kind of where you actually recorded that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I recorded it in my shed. We've like set up it so it's like a nice little lounge room area, lots of lights. I thought I'd make up for the lack of talent in guitar playing with the set design.
And the guitar was awesome, and the voice was amazing as well. Yeah, like I should let people know that. Yeah, like all these videos have been made during lockdown and stuff. So some people have access to microphones, some people don't. But
Yeah.
very appreciate your contribution. Tell me about kind of what you do with the Decideds. Obviously, you're the lead singer and stuff as well. How long have you been with the band, and what type of sound would you say the band does it in its full capacity?
Yeah, great. I was actually in another band with one of the horn players, and he asked me to come along to Decideds to have a little audition, and that was in January. So I joined the band then as their lead singer. I think Rafe was singing as lead singer before that. I think we sound like, I guess you'd most liken it to sort of Cat Empire vibes, just like really fun, party, sort of like dancing music. Like whenever we play, there's always get up to dance. So I don't know. Yeah. Big band sort of feel, all kinds of different things. We're trying a bit of disco at the moment, actually.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah, I can see some kind of disco lights in the background there as well, which is nice. I remember, so we've talked about the autumn rhythm version of this event.
Yeah.
Where Alejandro played. I know that actually you guys also played at that one as well, right?
Yes, we did. Yeah, we played at the end. It was so much fun. I tried to remember that I was playing at the end because I had a couple drinks enjoying everyone else. Yeah, that was an awesome night.
That's nice. While I've got you here, I did want to ask you about that song, that original composition that you and your partner did. Can you tell us a bit more about the story behind that one?
Yeah. Well, we were actually in one of the close contact places like 2 weeks ago. So we were in isolation together, not doing a lot. And we were on our repeat COVID test. And we were like, fuck it, we've got the time. Sorry if I swore. Yeah, I swore. We're just like, let's write a song. And we were in the line for like 3 hours. And then we're like, what do people even do? Like, what's a positive spin on this that we can talk about? And people are just making babies. That's all. We're like, well, what, if you've got your partner with you, there's so many people pregnant and having babies at the moment. And so, yeah, we just wanted to make a funny little song about that, I guess. Yeah.
I guess there must be some sort of, in like 9 months, there'll be like kind of COVID babies. And I guess maybe from last lockdown, potentially, it could have been 9 months ago. So maybe there's some COVID babies being born right now.
There definitely is. Yeah.
Awesome, cool. Well, thank you very much for joining us on the stream and your submission.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Your bandmate Rafe, as I mentioned, is closing out the set, but we look forward to having both of you guys on stage. With the brass players, with Dan on percussion, and kind of doing his kind of like naked dance that I know that he does on stage as well. You know, so that's
awesome. Thank you so much for doing all of this. Thanks.
Big ups. Thanks. We're going to go straight to our next musical act, which is Susie Blue, and we'll have a quick chat to her after that as well. Susie Blue is one of the second artists that's going to join us from Melbourne as well. She's a former Canberran as well. And we'll have a chat at her after this. Over to you, Nick, for Susie Blue's performance.
Need to be is like a chunk of gold. Ooh, hard to get and it's hard to hold. Just like a rose that's soft to touch. Ooh, love has thorns and it hurts so much. And I think, must the same love that made me laugh, make me cry. Won't you think of love as sitting on a mountain? Think of it as being a great big rock. Won't you think before you started rolling it down? Because once you started, you can't make it stop. Well, I've given what I have to give. And if you don't want me, I don't want to live. And I think must the same love that made me laugh, make me cry. Why you wanna make me cry? Why you wanna make me cry? Wanna make me cry? And I'm just lying here on my pillow, and I'm just weeping like a weeping willow. Why you wanna make me cry? Singing on road 10, Big Mama's on the heart. St. Marie's at the border, Kitty's on her banjo. And I'm here thinking of the women who ran before. And I'm here thinking of the women who ran before. And I'm here thinking of the women who went
My name is Raf, and you are tuned to the Mustard Flats YouTube channel. And thank you very much to Mustard Flats for hosting this. If you guys want to keep in touch with what they do, just subscribe and like to the YouTube channel that you're watching now. We've just heard from Susie Blue, who joins from Melbourne. She's a former Canberran, and we've had a couple of questions coming in through the chat about her guitar and her tuning and stuff. But first of all, welcome, Suze, and you've got a special guest next to you as well.
Hi, it's Aya and me. She wouldn't go to sleep, so it's the realities of working from home, even if your work hours aren't 9 to 5.
That's all good. It's a pleasure to have Aya live on the stream. Now, thanks for being a part of this edition of the festival and stuff as well. I might go to those chat questions first of all. So people were quite interested in your instrument in that first track, and kind of what type of kind of tuning you had, and kind of what basically what you're playing. Yeah. Hello, testing. We have potentially a bit of a glitch there.
Sorry, it froze. I'm back.
And no worries. It's all good. I was just asking you a couple of questions from the chat. People were asking about what instrument you were playing in the first track and what type of tuning and stuff you play in as well.
I think in the first track I was playing the acoustic looking guitar. I think that's actually just a normal guitar with the neck cut down to the width of 4 strings, tuned open G, D, G, B, D, which is the same as banjo tuning. And I mean that one. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, basically I started on cavaquinho and have found my way into bigger instruments but kept the same tuning.
For those who don't know, clavecino is like a small little kind of like ukulele type thing, yeah?
Yeah, steel string ukulele that's tuned like that, yeah.
Also, tell us a bit about what you do there in Melbourne, and kind of what drew you to Melbourne as a former Canberran, and then a bit about your music as well. Yeah.
I miss Canberra. I guess I came to Melbourne.
Brisbane now.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm from Brisbane, but lived in Canberra for 8 years and now Melbourne, who knows, 7 years. But I was trying to, I guess, explore the fashion scene. So I'm a fashion designer. I have like 3 hustles. They're all side hustles. The main hustle is this one. And then, yeah, fashion design. I'm running a boutique shop with some friends, a collective. I teach clothing production. I'm DJing a lot, and now I've just started to do this Susie Blue thing this year. I think it's come out of the first few lockdowns because I had some time to focus on it a bit. So, yeah, that's about it. Those 3 or 4 things I just mentioned, but soon to be maybe an Uber Eats driver if shit doesn't pan out for me.
Oh, damn. Maybe wasted talents, but
No, I'll sing the whole way.
Imagine that, yeah, like an Uber Eats driver that's also like serenading you and stuff as you go, I guess. That's
yeah.
Now I've seen you DJ and stuff here in Canberra a lot and stuff, and we've kind of played together in some bands in the past, but it's the first time that I kind of seen you step up front and kind of do some solo work and stuff as well. So what drew you to play this style of kind of, I guess you call it a kind of dark folk and stuff?
I've contemplated on that, and I think Canberra's been the seed for everything I've done, which is why I love Canberra so much. Everything I do here has started there. But I guess really when I started working, Nettie from April's Caravan, we listened to a lot of like country and folk and rock and roll. And I've always been the first band I ever saw play in Canberra was actually not the Fuelers, like Stocker Stovepipe. Anyway, that was the beginning of me loving bluegrass, and I guess maybe it was in my mind. And so eventually everything I did in terms of like the cavaquinho was because we did the capoeira. We used to play with Lockie, lots of bossa nova, busking out the front of Woden shops. And then that segued into, love of Shoto. And then I joined, I think, the ukulele crew that used to play somewhere in near Red Hill. And then I started sometimes playing like baritone uke with Nigel's crew. Then by the time I moved here, I'd already had that under my belt. And I always loved blues music. And I feel like there's something in that between the blues folk music. And then, I know you're copying me. It's so great. We discussed this whole thing an hour ago, how she wasn't going to talk.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute.
She's been quiet for like a whole half an hour. But now she's unleashed.
That's all good. It's good to have Aya in the stream. How you doing, Aya?
How you going?
Good.
It's cool to hear you kind of throw.
Sleep. Usually I play this music as her bedtime stuff.
It's good to hear you kind of throw out some kind of Canberra neighbours and stuff. I know that Nigel still runs a Canberra kind of like a ukulele collective and stuff over at Smiths and stuff as well. So I guess once a Canberran, I'm always a Canberran as well.
Yeah.
But you are joining us from Melbourne as well. So as I asked Alejandro and stuff, I wanted to just get a sense of you from how it's been in your 6th lockdown and stuff, and I guess a bit of insight as a kind of working artist and stuff, musician and stuff. Every
lockdown has its own particular flavor of insanity. Like I feel like every time there's been a lockdown announced, I can remember exactly where I was when I heard about it and what went through my mind, and like random things. I'll be like, I was in a kid's shop on the 2nd lockdown, and I was just like, all right, I've got to go buy meat. And I've been trying to reduce my meat consumption, but I was buying like crazy. This lockdown, we were at a secondhand shop. I think I bought more than I've ever bought in a year of secondhand clothing. It's like, it was weird. But for a reason, I was trying to bump up my stock so I had stuff creatively to work on. So I'm working on a Fashion Week collection. And I worked on one last year this time as well, and was able to present in October, they bumped it again. Melbourne Fashion Week happens usually in September, October. They've always moved it to November now for lockdown. So I guess I've tried to use each lockdown as a creative inspiration, but when you have 6 of them, I think it's like 2 lockdowns I did nothing. Like I binge watched so much TV. Yeah. Maybe did some planting. I don't know. It feels like they're inedible, they're inevitable. They're gonna keep coming. So I'm kind of just I've stopped watching the media. I don't watch the news. I don't know what the count is. I don't know the most exposure sites. I'll hear about it vicariously or through text message. So I don't really need to be on it. Whereas the first lockdown, I was the first one to pull her out of school, closed my shop, pulled back, and I thought, I'll do all these things and kind of keep myself safe. But this last lockdown, I was DJing until the last minute before they closed the door. I had a DJ gig planned from like 7 to 9. We moved it to 5 to 7. And I still got to play, and I was very happy about that, even though it sounds a bit irresponsible. It's a bit of like this manic mania, like you're like, I won't see my friends for 3 months maybe, so maybe this is the time to do it.
I've got to ask you then, what was the last track you played at that DJ set?
Ooh. It was an old one. I think it was the Falcon, no, Jojo Jep and the Falcons, The Shape I'm In. You know that song that goes, oh baby, you've got me in the shape I'm in.
Oh, that's awesome. Well,
so crazy.
Fingers crossed, like lockdown eases and stuff, and we gradually kind of ease into some more social activities and stuff as well. Because I felt bad for Melbourne, man, because like actually I said it before, we had it so good in Canberra. We were doing gigs with like 300 people a couple of months ago.
And I was happy for you guys watching that. I was like, yes, at least someone's doing something.
Yeah, it's kind of that one time where everything that everyone complains about Canberra actually was working for us. Like we're very spread out, and there's like no one here. So
yeah.
Well, Susan, thank you very much for joining us and submitting that video and that performance. If people want to connect with you as a DJ, as a musician, or as a fashion designer, what should they do?
I have like 5 Instagram accounts, so just hit one of them up.
And does Aya have her own Instagram account? I see. She's rocking some some stuff there next year.
ET. But yeah, not yet. She doesn't have Instagram, but I have a Susie So Blue.
What's Instagram?
Oh my God. I'll explain it after. Susie So Blue would be the Instagram for the music that you just heard. Facebook, Select the Suze the Fuse for the DJ stuff. And then I guess for the fashion, SZN, the label.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Susan. Pleasure to see you again. And we hope to bring you back in the flesh in Canberra for a DJ set sometime very soon.
I want to be at all the rhythms, the summer, the autumn, the winter, all of it.
And hopefully I can come up as well. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Susan, I think we can go straight to our next musical segment. But I wanted to give you one last moment. I know that there's a lot of friends on the stream in Canberra, so if you want to send a message to everyone, Suze, go ahead. Oh, we have a lag there, so I might skip that, and we'll go straight to our next musical performance, which is James from Acopacetic.
Sorry, I missed it. Bad connection.
That's all good. I was just going to give you one last chance to give some shout outs to people in Canberra.
All of you. I love all of you so much, and I miss you.
Thanks, Suze. I miss you too. This is A Winter Rhythm, and we are going to go to James Brugulio with an amazing performance, one of my favorites for tonight. He's going to be playing a very unique instrument. He's the drummer from Acopacetic. And over to you, Nick, for our next musical performance.
Hi everybody, my name is James Brugulio. I'm usually the drummer for Copacetic Band, but today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different for you. I'm going to be playing my handpan. Apologies if the audio quality is poor. I am sitting in my house and this is being recorded on my phone, but I hope you enjoy. This one's a bit of an interesting technique. See if I can get it locked in there. Alrighty, let's give this a go, shall we? I'm in the wrong spot. Hold on. Thanks very much for tuning into the live stream. Big thanks to Mustard Flats and Cultura Clandestino for organising this event. It's really awesome to be able to still play music even though we're in lockdown. So massive thanks to them and to all the other artists playing during this live stream. Thank you.
A local roots reggae band, a Copacetic. They will. The lead singer from that band is also coming up next. I'm Alec Randalls, but for now, I've got the man himself, James, on the line. We're getting a lot of love in the YouTube comments for your amazing skills, man. So thank you so much for agreeing to participate. I know it was a bit of a stretch, but I'd heard you play this before at the basement once, and I was like, I really want to hear that sound, man. So thanks for participating. How you doing, man?
Hey, Raph, thanks for having me on, man. I'm really well. Yeah, it was interesting. Normally I have a whole band standing in front of me to protect me from everyone, but at least there's no real, there was no audience to perform to. So yeah, it was a fun time to record.
I guess the only one was the camera itself, and now obviously everyone watching. But I should let everyone know. Yeah, I was kind of I'm editing these video submissions as they came in, and I was I noticed like the what I'd asked all the artists to do was actually quite challenging, and that's kind of actually do a genuine performance with no audience, and I could sense quite a bit of anxiety and a bit of tension. And I didn't realize that I'd asked for something that was potentially quite challenging, but I think you guys all did amazingly well. And I was watching your submission, and you took a lot of time to like center yourself and stuff, and kind of really get into the vibe and the zone. Can you tell me a bit about kind of how you do that on stage, and what it was like kind of recording a strange kind of video like this on an amazing instrument like the handpan?
Yeah, interesting. I guess when we're performing live, I tend to disappear about 10-15 minutes before our set, and I stand out the back with my drumsticks and I practice madly. I probably look pretty angry at that point, but it's just me trying to, it's a bit like cramming for a test last minute, you're just trying to do everything you can to make sure that when you go out there, you know what you're doing. And I guess the process at home was a bit different. I think what helped me get in the mood was just setting up the space that I was filming in. So it's just in my front room, and obviously normally I don't have all my plants in front of my TV and drums and stuff. So there was a pretty serious reorganization that went on. And yeah, I think by the time I finally sat down to play something, I built this really enjoyable space around me where I sort of had my plants and my drums, and I was like, yeah, I could play music here, and really lean into it. So
that's awesome, man. Yeah, I think, as I've mentioned, I think everyone's like set design has gotten better and better and better with each video submission, man. And I noticed some really nice kind of like sunset vibes and bird sounds. I mean your recording as well. So you did this on your phone, but I was really impressed with the quality of that sound, man. It was awesome.
I paid the neighbor to make bird sounds. That was the no. Yeah, I sort of let the door open. I don't know much about audio, but I figured maybe if I left the door open, it would help the sound somehow. Yeah.
I think
What
that
else?
usually helps. Yeah, just opening doors. I think usually helps. I think. Yeah.
Thank you. It helped me anyway.
Well, I know there's I know the instrument that you play, it's called a handpan, and the specific one that actually you were playing has a pretty interesting origin story as well. So I was fascinated when you told me this. So for those who don't know what it is, can you tell us what type of instrument that is, and then specifically how you got that specific one that you played in that video?
Sure. So the instrument is called a hand pan, like a hand and frying pan, and they're a really new group of instruments. So I think the first one was invented from a Swiss maker in it's either like 1999 or the year 2000. So like super recent instruments, and they were quite hard to get your hands on initially. Like those Swiss makers, you had to write them a letter by hand to get one, but in my case, I started researching them when I was in school. I was watching YouTube videos for like a while, a lot of these videos. And eventually I stumbled across this video that had maybe a couple hundred views on it. And it was a person who had made a handpan. And the guy, he was from Colombia, and he was selling that handpan. And this is like maybe 2014. And you can't really... you couldn't buy them in Australia at that point. There was no real people selling them. So I reached out to the guy over YouTube and said, "Hey, I'd love to buy your instrument." And he's like, "Yeah, sure," And it got shipped to me in a Whirlpool brand dishwasher box with like all these wacky stickers on it, and it took forever to get here. And I remember when it got here, I was actually, at the time I was working at Bunnings, and I was looking at the clock. I knew the delivery was coming soon. And I'm like, I'm going to be late for work. It's coming soon. And then anyway, this delivery man gets here, and he's got my Whirlpool dishwasher box with my instrument inside of it. And I ran up to him. I actually gave him a hug. I was like, "Man, I'm so excited to get this thing." And I dragged it inside. I opened it up and I played it a little bit. And then I remember I was like, "Now I really am late. Like I'm super late for work," but booked it down there. And yeah, so that's the story of how I got the instrument.
Oh, that's amazing, man. I can visualize that. It's almost like a short film or something, man. Someone's going to make a short film of that with the soundtrack by you, man. Yeah.
Yeah, very short. That's one of my big problems, is that I struggle to produce a lot of new music on the handpan. But I find that, I learned drums from maybe 11 years old, but it was all by the book. Like I had a really excellent teacher teaching me things. But I struggle to be creative, and the handpan is entirely the opposite. I've taught myself. No one has been showing me anything, so it's a very creative outlet for me.
That's awesome, man. Well, hopefully we'll see that instrument and that sound appear on a future Copacetic studio or like live concert, right?
Yeah. I mean, we as a band, we're doing our single launch, so we're launching a song called Petrified. Unfortunately, we were hoping to do it very shortly, but COVID has delayed it. So we've moved the show to the 4th of December. It's going to be at the Street Theatre. I'm going to be playing some handpan. We're going to have the whole band up, and some good friends of ours performing as well. So maybe check out our Facebook. Copacetic is the name of the band with a K. Yeah, and I hope to see you there.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, we've got Alec coming up soon, pretty much next. But I've actually got Alec in the chat actually right now. He's having a bit of video trouble though, because his video is the wrong way around. But I might ask you to unmute Alec, and I'll just ask you how you doing, man. If you can yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you, man.
I'm suffering the lag. I'm changing from one time dimension to the other.
That's all good, man. But Yes, so James was just telling us about your upcoming single launch and stuff as well. Did you want to tell us a bit about that?
Yeah. Well, we've recorded a new tune called Petrified, new original, and it's one of our favorite tunes so far, I think. But we had to postpone it. It was set to be at the Street Theatre. It was going to be on the 5th of September, I think, but we've had to postpone it to the 4th of December, obviously because of COVID. But yeah, it's a really cool tune. It's our biggest operation yet. It's the first time we've ever recorded with, I think, 8 or 7 tracks, 7 people, and one of them's actually Kira from before singing backup vocals in the tune.
I was going to ask you about that. Yeah, so yeah, it's not just going to be copacetic on stage. You guys, I've got some really cool guests and stuff as well. Who else is going to be up on stage with you at the Street Theatre in December, man?
We've organised, for Kira, who you saw before, Guy Lillyman, who's going to be playing mandolin with us, and Jimmy Bernasconi, who's going to be playing the trombone. Should be really good fun. Recently, within the last year, we've expanded our band by 2 people. Adam Lillyman's joining us on the keys, and Dylan Saunders on the hand percussion and shaker and stuff like that. So it's added way more drama to our sound, which is really cool.
That's awesome. And
while you ask that next question, I'll just get you to put your phone into vertical and then back. We're having some problems with your orientation there. Yeah,
no worries. Is that better?
Oh, that's much better, man. Yeah. So,
so
you guys haven't been able to see, but like James has been cracking up at this entire time because your video has been sideways. So this is
that's all right.
Yeah.
Matches my life.
But I was going to say, so does James mentioned that the Hang Pain is also going to make an appearance in this performance, right?
Definitely, yeah. We've thought it's a really cool way to open up shows and kind of cleanse the palette of the previous act and stuff like that, and set a new dynamic for our music to start from, which I think is really cool.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, so it's in December at the Street Theatre. Where can people find out about a copacetic and can James also kind of your music and also Al, kind of all your solo stuff? So if you guys can let us know.
Yeah, I mean, we're on Spotify, copacetic. You can find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram. We're on Apple Music and pretty much any major streaming service. And we'll be releasing this new track, Petrified, on all of our kind of main streaming services as well. So yeah, just keep an eye out. Copacetic Band is our URL for most of them. Yeah.
And how's this lockdown been for you guys? I just spoke to you, Al and James. Have you guys been kind of chatting as a band? Is there any writing going on after lockdown as a band?
Yeah, so I started, I was writing Petrified, a new tune this time last year, and I've written a few songs since then, but I've just started writing a new one now, which I'm becoming quite inspired by. So we're thinking of putting this towards an EP, because we've got a couple originals in the bank now that are fresh to release. So we're thinking maybe if everything goes well by early December, we might have an EP to release instead of a single by then.
Yeah, for myself, Raf, so I live alone here, but the good news is I get to pick one household to visit, and that household is Alex's place, so we can go around there and write some music at the moment, which is kind of nice, considering that that's very fortunate. So it's just the 2 of us at the moment making music. Unfortunately, we can't invite the rest of the band round, but that's all right. I can try the keys and the bass.
Alec, have you ever
keyword try?
Alec, I was going to ask, have you ever tried playing the handpan actually yourself?
A little bit, yeah, just a wee bit. James left it here one weekend, and I had to go of it. And my partner plays the clarinet and the piano, so we had a little jam with the handpan. It's a really interesting mix of melody and rhythm that I've never experienced before.
I was like super happy to have that sound as part of this event as well, because we're trying to go for like a folk blues, but also like a bit of a world a theme as well. So,
Mm.
all right, guys. Well, I think we might actually go to your performance. Alec. Thank you very much,
Sweet as.
James, for your contribution.
Thanks for having me, man.
It's all good, man. Alec, do you want to say anything about your performance before we go to your video, man?
No, not really. It's just some mixes of some fingerstyle guitar and some original tunes. And I thought I'd give you all a little preview of the new Copacetic song, Petrified. This will be an acoustic version of it.
Awesome.
Yeah, hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. This is a Winter Rhythm live stream edition, live on the Mustard Flats YouTube account. If you've liked any of the performers, then follow them on social media. I give them a like, I give them a share, can buy their music. And if they are performing live in Canberra or Australia, then I go and see them. As you heard, Copacetic is playing in December, and one of our other performers, Kim Yang, is also launching an EP in December at the Street Theatre as well. And we'll chat at her next after this performance from Alec Randall. So over to you, Nick, for that video, man. Thanks.
Hey everybody, I'm Alec Randalls from Copacetic, playing to you now live from my lounge room. It's a shame Winter Rhythms got cancelled, but hope to play some tunes for you. So this is one of my songs called These Days. Hope you enjoy. Don't you look me in the eyes. You're born strong under a bad sign. I said I'm upstairs feeling comfortable. Protect my asset from ambitious minds. These days will lead you on. These nights your soul. I said it, and I know it. I'm born fit to play. Your information overloads. Aren't you the age to know? I don't see it, be really why's that? I can still take what I want from you. I am the enemy under the table. I will encroach in your world. I can politic from my pocket. I am publicly accessible. as much as you know I really need ya. Ideology, oh sweet soul, I say. My subjects square up and face off. But me, I've been a good boy, leave me be, have my way. These days are eating you old. These nights your soul. If you were always born to lead, I said it and I know it, I'm born fit to play. Yeah. Days will lead you home. These nights your soul. If you were always born to lead, I said it and I know it, I'm born fit to play. Yeah, these days, oh yeah, yeah. These days, oh, yeah, yeah. Thanks so much. That's a tune called These Days, as performed by Copacetic. I believe you all just heard James play the handpan. That was pretty nice, wasn't it? Yeah. So James is a drummer in Copacetic. And this is actually a song we don't perform together as a band, but I really enjoy playing. It's a cover of an old hippie called Bert Somers, and this is a song, Jennifer. Jennifer's heaven, for Jenny I'll stay. Skin shining white as a dove, lying beside her I melted away into a river of love. Lost in a maze, counting the ways that she smiles, and time is slipping away, lost in the arms of her love. We're so general and wild. Jennifer's something you handle with care, fragile as crystals of glass. Jennifer's lips are as soft as the air, I'm kissing her hair in the grass. Oh, I'm lost in a maze, counting the ways that she smiles, and time is slipping away, lost in the arms of her love. We're so general and wild. Jennifer's heaven, for Jenny I'll stay. Skin shining white as a dove, lying beside her, I melted away into a river of love. Thank you so much. All right, I got time for one more tune tonight. I hope you've enjoyed these songs. This next one is another original, and it's a tune called... I actually didn't think of a set list, and I've got two I want to choose between. If this was actually live, I'd ask you all, but it's not, so... I'm going to play a new one, actually, called Petrified. Hope you enjoy. Petrified. So much confidence wears the mind of a fool. He's scared and nosy, now do too. You see, it's so transparent what he's trying to do. Hide away, 'cause he's petrified. So much running around. He said he's born of this nature, gonna love her till I kill her. That's why this fool needs to strut his stuff. He's gotta get them kicks before his term is up. And I said, I don't know him, don't really claim to do. He's a wiser man, world, and we'll see him through. He's a psychopath, power in his hands. He'll be the only one I know. Lead the weak, I said. Petrified. And you lost control of art, and now it's obsolete. I said it, this music writes to pacify. For this I'm petrified. It was a language once, gotta keep them all at bay. But you failed, see now we can't mobilize. The world is changing, love, it's a different time and place. But the fool prevails, and our sickness lives large in him. I am paranoid, will not overcome. Oh, paranoid, I'm petrified. And I said, I don't know him, don't really claim to do. He's a wiser man, world, and we'll see him through. He's a psychopath, power in his hands. He'll be the only one I know. Lead the weak, I said. Petrified, I said. Petrified, I know it. Petrified, I said. petrified. Did you hear? You're so petrified. You're so petrified. Petrified. You're so petrified. I said this, petrified with your hands in a golden plate. Petrified. You're so high. Thanks so much, everyone. That tune as a band is cracking, and you're going to hear it much later in the year now. We're postponing that launch till December. But it's going to be at the Street Theatre. It's going to be a huge show. Make sure you get a ticket. Thanks so much, Mustard Flats and Cultura Clandestino, for having us. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much to Alec Randalls and James Brugulio from the Copacetic. As he mentioned, you can see them live in the flesh in December over at the Street Theatre. My name is Raf. This is the live stream version of Winter Rhythm. And I've got our next artist here in the chat with me, Kim Yang. She's also performing at the Street Theatre, and she's launching, I believe it's an EP. And welcome, Kim. How are you going?
Hello. Hi. Oh, am I muted? I am. No. Hi. Hi, Rafa. How's it going?
It's going pretty good. A pleasure to see you and stuff. And thanks for participating. The original intention of this gig, as a live one, actually included you and your trio, but the date didn't work, and so you put me onto a couple of other great bands in Canberra, Skinny Wolf and a couple of other ones, and then as the gig it kept kind of changing, we had to change the date, and then we ended up getting you back, and now it's been cancelled, but you're here as a live stream, so
we made it.
We finally made it, yeah. Now, you can tell me a bit about your kind of your live gigs and kind of what you were going to bring to the performance. I know it was a trio and there was a cello involved, I think. Is that correct?
Yeah. So, as you guys probably know, I'm normally a solo performer, but I think this year I had this new vision. I want to have a band together. So I thought, having a celloist, Tabitha Hart, she's a really good friend of mine. So I had her join me to play a couple of gigs first. And then actually the third member of this trio can be fluid, can be anyone. But mostly is the keyboard player, Jonah Myers. He's also a very talented musician. He produced his own albums and EPs for the last 2 or 3 years. So it's just really nice to have, really talented people around me. So that would really inspire me to do more music. So yeah, unfortunately that couldn't happen. And I also do have another drummer friend, Naomi, and she was supposed to play with us for this trio set. But yeah, I thought we can have some girl power in the set. So
respect. And will they be joining you for your big launch in December at the Street Theatre?
Yes, so the 17th of December, that's exactly 3 months from my original dated performance. So I'll have 5 band members, including myself. So with, Tabitha, Naomi, and Jonah, I also have Matt Nightingale. He's a very good bass player as well, and he plays double bass as well. So 5 of us, we're going to do a launch together, and that's really exciting because I've never really played a big band version of my song. So it's going to be really interesting, really fun, and yeah, I really can't wait. But unfortunately, COVID happens and have to postpone it till December, but we'll be there for some Christmas vibe, I suppose.
That's also, and I'm a big fan of that venue. Like at the Street Theatre, I think is one of the best venues in Canberra. I love the canteen seating. The sound and the lighting is amazing. It's a real step above a normal kind of like live music venue, and it's really good to see that they're kind of putting on some shows with like local bands. In the past, I would always only see like touring bands and international acts and theatre performances there, but I really like that they're kind of offering that space internally as well. It's going to be an EP launch as well, and you've got a couple of music videos that you've recently done as well. But I wanted to ask you kind of a bit about your history and kind of how long you've been doing music, how you first got into music, how long you've been in Canberra and stuff. What a bit of a Canberra story, I guess.
Yeah, so I moved to Canberra from Taiwan. I'm originally from Taipei, the capital city of Taiwan, and I moved here around 2012 because of my partner, actually. So I came here for love. I think that's probably a legit reason for most people. Either you come to Canberra for a job or for love. So so that's how I got here. And I guess I started playing music. I mean, I've always been a singer. I always loved singing. I went to school choirs and all that. But I never really play. I never play instruments until probably like late high school. Like I asked mom to let me play flute. So I played flute for a few months, and my family can't afford music lessons, so we stopped. And I tried to play guitar in university, just want to be cool, but it never happened because guitar is just too much for me, too big for me to play, so I gave up. So I guess when I came to Canberra, I kind of have this epiphany when I was 27. I just feel like I always work in like pub service industry, and I never really get to express myself, never really, talk to people about myself. It's always people talking about themselves to me. So I had this epiphany one day, and I'm like, look, my life is interesting, so I got to write something about it. So that's how I kind of pick up an instrument, and I pick up ukulele to start with. And I was busking around town with my ukulele, and yeah, and from there I started to get like invites to play at different places. So then I picked up the guitar because I thought, now I can play ukulele. Now guitar shouldn't be an obstacle anymore. So I played guitar again, and I started writing songs about my life. Yeah, so that's how it worked.
It reminds me of kind of what Susan was saying before in the stream, that kind of her artistic output was almost Canberra provided a really good space for her to actually do what she does out in the world, I guess. And as a Canberra local and stuff, that's what I really love about Canberra, is that it's a space where you can try things with less pressure and less competition, I guess. Sometimes it's a nice place to explore some new things as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about your as a connection with a couple of other bands and artists in the lineup tonight as well, with Amberley Studios. I know that you just recorded some stuff there with a guy, as has Copacetic, and also Finn Burton. I was originally meant to be part of the live event and stuff as well. How was that recording process, and how have you found the kind of scene in Canberra, I guess, in terms of producing your musical offerings?
So initially I knew Guy because I was a fan of him. Yeah, I think I went to like folk festivals, and I just sort of saw him play, or he was doing some busking around town. So I'm like, wow, this dude is really cool. And yeah, and I just kept following him over the years, and I realized that he had a studio, but I was too shy to talk to him. So I actually knew Alec before I knew Guy, like having like closer relationship. So I guess I kind of hit up Alec, and I'm like, Alec, can you tell me how to talk to Guy? Like, I don't know. I'm not too sure how to talk to him. So he kind of just helped us connect, and then I'm like, yeah, I definitely want to record with him because I always appreciate his music. So since my music is really, you know, typical singer-songwriter, really acoustic, and I couldn't really see anywhere any studios in Canberra can do similar stuff. I mean, maybe that was my instinct. I'm like, I need to make music with someone who has the same vision, who has the same music taste. So that's how I got in touch with him, and we did my first debut EP in 2019. It was really simple. I just went to the studio and just record the whole 3 songs together, and we slowly adding stuff on top of that. But the second EP, actually this EP that I'm going to launch, is actually a bit more produced. I want to add more instrumental aspects to this EP. So I managed to grab some musician friends to play this track with me, and bring my songs to just a different version of the song that I originally wrote. So and Guy's pretty easygoing, so we would really sit in the studio all day and trying to figure out like the production, how we can really make the song in the vision that I really want. And we would listen to a lot of music, and I would keep sending him music that I really like, and then trying to find a sweet spot, I guess, like not too produced but still kind of produced version of the song that I wrote. So yeah, it's been a journey. It hasn't been easy. Yeah, it gives me headaches sometimes trying to find out how to produce a song.
It's a big undertaking. I mean, yeah, like the whole studio experience, as opposed to the live experience, it's so time intensive, it's such expenses and stuff, you know, like and you need someone with that kind of technical know-how, but also the kind of the vibe as well. You want a producer and stuff as well. A guy was for the original version of this event, a guy's band, Bobby James, I was going to be part of the lineup and stuff as well. So, but it's really good to hear these Canberra connections and stuff, and seeing kind of supporting new things as well. So I'm very much looking forward to your a performance at the Street Theatre as well.
Yes.
Was there anything you'd like to say about your submission for this live stream version?
Yeah, so I guess I picked a song that's already released, and then the second and another song that's just released, and the third song is unreleased song. So I guess a bit of a surprises for anyone, I suppose. But yeah, I just released a new single called Fantasy, and it's a song that I wrote really close to home because I never really had a good relationship with my parents, and this song is for them because I actually long for their love, especially during COVID, and doing music isn't something that they envisioned me to do. So I'm kind of the black sheep in the family anyway, you know, live far away from them and doing music and like crazy stuff that they never really, you know, think it's necessary. So I guess this song really means a lot to me, and I can't wait to show you guys the acoustic version of it.
Well, I thank you so much for participating in the live stream version of this event. Hopefully, this whole kind of live stream like lives on the internet, and you can send that out to your family and stuff as well, and they can enjoy a bit of that as well. So your launch is in December at the Street Theatre. So if people want to check that out, just check the website of the Street Theatre.
Yeah, definitely.
And thanks so much, Kim. I will throw to your performance now. So this is a Winter Rhythm. Thanks so much, everyone, for the comments. Artists are getting a lot of Canberra love as well, which is really good. We've got two performances after Kim. We've got the Sri Lustry Experience, a bit of a world fusion, and then we're ending off with a Rafe with a bit more acoustic and folk vibes. But for now, Nick, if you can throw to Kim's performance. Thank you so much.
Open my eyes, I see you around. You stand up smiling, giving me your place. Is this a dream? Is this a fantasy? Oh, so I start to dance. Hey, hey, to keep your gaze on me. Never wanna let go of I want you to be mine. Hey, hey, is this a dream or a fantasy? When I walk the thin line, I think of you. You were right there in front of me. So I called out to you, and I called out to you. Oh, but I did not respond. Is this a dream or fantasy? So I start to dance. Hey, hey, to keep your gaze on me. Never wanna let go of I want you to be mine. Hey, hey, is this a dream or a fantasy?
So that was Fantasy. It's about me longing for my parents' love while I'm overseas and they're in another country, and also hoping for a validation from them because I might not be the perfect daughter that they always wanted. So yeah, I hope that resonates with you. So the next song is it's called Dominos. It's about finding your own way to your own destinations, because we were all born equally, but also uniquely in a different way. So yeah, time is only subjective, so if you're finding yourself not catching up with anyone in any situation, that is okay, because you'll get there one day and you don't need to be the same as anyone. So this is Dominos. They all know how to play this game. But you know, no one cares about how we was Dominos. The next song is the last song for my set. It's pretty new, I suppose. I never really performed it properly in my live sets, but this song is called The Nurse. It's a very simple song, but it is about me having a couple of blood tests one day, going to a clinic and then feeling anxious about it. And that day I was about 5 minutes late. So the nurse, so there are two nurses. The first nurse was really grumpy at me, and then the second nurse was so much nice to me. And I wrote a song about that day. And yeah, you might be able to sing it after you listen to a couple of chord progressions. So there you go. Monday morning I run in the clinic. Such a painful time for blood test. I am 5 minutes late. I've had no coffee. The nurse gives me a crappy face. I got Monday blues. I had a heavy heart. It isn't easy to be, well, I guess she's having a hard time. But I don't deserve this. But I don't deserve this. What I am, I'm fragile and I'm waiting. You come to me with a gentle touch and put a needle in my arm. You ask me how my gig went yesterday. I said it went well. You made my day with your warm heart. I almost cried on your shoulder with joy. You make my day with your warm heart. I almost cried on your shoulder with joy. You said your daughter is a teacher. She plays piano. She brings people together. And like I do, you said you play a bit, but you wish you could play better. I said, as long as you enjoy, you'll do it for yourself. You make my day with your warm heart. I almost cry on your shoulder with joy. You make my day with your warm heart. I almost cry on your shoulder with joy. Hey, I almost cry on your shoulder with joy. You make my day with your warm heart. I almost cry on your shoulder with joy.
To Kim Yang for that performance live in lockdown here in Canberra. This is a Winter Rhythm live stream edition. We're running a little bit late from the schedule that's up on the YouTube, but we have 2 performances left. The Tree Lustre Experience, then Rafe Morris is going to take us out into the night here in Canberra. If you guys want to support any of the artists who have been playing, or support Mustard Flats or Clandestino, the best way is to just search for their merch and their music online and can make a purchase, or you can also subscribe to Mustard Flats YouTube. They're going to be doing some more podcasts and live streams in the future, but just do a bit of a Google for the artists that have been performing tonight. Hopefully we can do this actual Winter Rhythm gig like live at a venue, and we'll get the full lineup in sometime this year. I keep an eye out on Cultura Clandestino's Facebook and stuff for the next event. But in the meantime, we're gonna change it up a little bit. It's 9:48 here in Canberra, and we're gonna increase the BPMs with the Tree Lustre Experience. I was super stoked to have these guys on the bill. They're a bit of a new outfit, and they're gonna be playing some fusion music. And I've got Tree Lustre himself in the chat. How you doing, man?
Hey, Rafa. Good, mate.
Good to see you, man. You can tell me a bit about the Tree Lustre Experience and what you guys do.
So this was actually going to be our first official gig. I've kind of been playing around with a couple of years doing some raga-inspired guitar things, but it's only ever been solo. So, I did one at Gorgeous Mortar at the pop-up art space, which some of you might remember. And where else have I done it? Anyway, so me and Liam O'Connell, my bandmate, who can't join us tonight, so we're actually playing at a mutual friend's 40th birthday party, and we were doing our own solo sets, and we decided to ask each other to join in on the sets. And I was doing my raga-inspired thing, and I just asked him, "Hey, come along. Can you get on the drum machine and just play along with me?" And like it was pretty loose. Like we were just kind of jamming at a house party at 11 o'clock at night, but people were into it. So we decided to get together and make it a bit more official and craft some tunes.
That's awesome, man. Well, as you said, this will be the virtual debut of the Tree Lustre Experience. The original plan for you guys that I had in mind was that you guys were going to play in between all of the other acts and stuff, and I was pretty excited about audiences kind of hearing this kind of raga-inspired guitar and kind of beats. And when we say raga, we should specify that it's not like rapping raga. It's more Indian style, like sitar, guitar sounds, I guess. When did you first start experimenting with these types of sounds, I guess?
Yeah, so when I was at music school, I was kind of exposed to a lot of music. Everyone's there talking about music and sharing CDs and things like that. And my good friend Matt Sykes, rest in peace, he gave me a Ravi Shankar CD, and I just used to put that on, and yeah, I took it from there actually. And my good friend Simon Millman, shout out to Simon, he gave me some other stuff. So I just took it from there, and I love the sound of it. So yeah,
that's awesome.
How I got into it.
Big ups at Simon Millman and A Wee Large Productions, and also at Matty Sykes, rest in peace as well, and to Liam O'Connell as well. You play in a few bands in Canberra actually, and you play with Liam in the Shadow Ministers as well, which is a bit of a dub group, a bit of a kind of a free-flowing dub group. Is there any crossover in between what you're doing tonight as Tree Lustre and the other band that you play, like Los Chavos and a few other groups?
Yeah, so obviously, the music you're going to hear tonight, it's pretty guitar heavy. So, that draws on all my other work with all kinds of bands. I mean, it's its own thing, but it definitely has a crossover element. And yeah, Liam definitely he's the man for dub. So he's on the beats tonight, and yeah, just the drums he's made up and stuff sound awesome. Um, got the space echo happening on some of the beats, so some of it gets dubbed out. So we got gadgets galore.
Awesome, man. Well, I can't wait. I'd actually see this like live in the flesh as well, in some time in a live music venue here in Canberra in the future. If people kind of like what they hear and they want to kind of connect with you or with like Liam's music or any of your bands, just give us a list of well, how can they do that? I guess, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe check out Shadow Ministers. We're on Facebook, or I believe Branch Stack Records, which is Liam's label. That's also on Facebook. Or you can hit me up personally on Facebook as well if you want to.
Because you also you're a full-time musician and you do guitar lessons and stuff as well. And so if anyone likes like what they hear and they want to kind of book you, just look up Matt Lustry. Sri Lustry, yeah. And we're getting a lot of like love in the comments and stuff from Dubba Dan, Liam, Wee Large. And you also play in a Nyash as well, which I play in as well. It's like it's a beautiful Afrobeat a jazz group. I should also mention that a lot of these records are available on the Wee Large Bandcamp, which Simon has. I believe he just put up some sort of discount, and you can download the entire catalog that includes a lot of jazz, Afrobeat, and improvised music, and a bit of hip hop. If you want, if you like a Canberra music and a Canberra artist, and then please buy their music and stuff. That's a big way to help and kind of buy tickets to the shows once they become available. All these bands will be performing in the next couple of months. I know that Chavos, Nyash, Shadow Ministers have all got gigs kind of booked in the next couple of months after lockdown finishes. I'll leave the final word to you, Matt, before we go to your performance and video. So is there anything else you want to say about maybe lockdown? Yep.
Maybe when you listen, turn it up because it's got some fat bass. So put it through some good speakers.
Yeah. So it's been pretty acoustic and kind of rootsy. And this is kind of where we're going to up the tempo and the BPM. So thank you very much, Matthew Lustry. Big ups to Liam McConnell in the YouTube comments. This is A Winter Rhythm. And over to you, Nick. This is our second last performance. A big thanks to the Three Lustry experience there. Matthew Lustry and Liam O'Connell in the house with some fusion music. This is Winter Rhythm live stream edition. My name is Raf. We are wrapping up this event, this live stream event. We're getting a lot of love in the comments. We've got a lot of people are watching live, so thank you very much for participating and joining us on this Friday. We've got one more performance left by Rafe Morris from The Decideds. But before we get there, I wanted to let you guys know, if you guys want to support the artists, please check out their links in the YouTube comment, the YouTube description. And if you could purchase their music, that would be really good. I've got a couple of the artists I've hung around here in the chat. We've got our first artist, Alejandro, still in the chat, and we have Matthew Lustry. I'm gonna throw to you, Matt, just for a quick check-in, man. How you doing, man?
Good.
And how you doing? Ale, how have you found the...
Yeah, good. I just had to... No, it's all good. I had to mute the... Yeah, it's all good.
The stream, yeah, cool. So, as I said, we've got one more performance by Rafe Morris. But before we get there, I know that both of you guys have you guys performed together here in Canberra sometime when Alejandro has been gigging? Has it happened yet?
No, not officially, or even unofficially. No, but we've been scheming. We've been scheming it for a while, but yeah, we just got to kind of find the time, and yeah, I look forward to it.
Yeah, Al gave me a lesson one time, and I'm still practicing.
We should also mention, so Alejandro is a flamenco guitarist and and he also teaches and stuff as well. So when he does come to Canberra, if you want like lessons in finger picking and stuff like that, do you offer lessons here in Canberra, Ale?
Yeah, when we've gone up, I've held a couple of workshops, and next time I go up, I will try to do the same.
Awesome. All right, cool. Well, yeah, look, I'm just wrapping up. You guys are the only people left in the chat, and so I wanted to just kind of touch base with you guys as well. But thank you both for participating and stuff as well. Hopefully lockdown is going to end as soon. And for everyone watching and stuff, yeah. So if you like this type of music, then look out for the live version of this event. I'm hopefully happening in the next couple of months. If you like kind of global and kind of folk and roots sounds, then check out a World Vibe. It's kind of a radio show that's up on Art Sound FM. I've got a couple of podcasts and stuff there as well. It's kind of music like this, and you can also participate in a community radio if you go to the website speakpipe.com/World Vibe, and then you can send me a message and a request from Lockdown, and we can play that kind of live on community radio here in Canberra. That's about it from me. Big ups to Nick from Mustard and Flats. Thank you very much for kind of hosting and doing all the back end and stuff. It's quite a big operation to provide the technical stuff of a stream like this as well. And we did quite a lot of testing to make sure it kind of all worked. It is an experiment.
Thank you, man. It's been good fun. Thank you for all the performances and artists, and thanks for putting it together, Raf. That was awesome.
Yeah, I was going to say the same. I wanted to say thank you to everyone who made this possible, because it takes crazy amounts of work to just get technically and then to get the word out there. So thanks, thanks for giving us all like a chance to play live again and connect with different people, because I hadn't heard quite a few of the acts that were on tonight, and it was awesome just to sit back and listen, and I really enjoyed every single one of them, and also Matt's new project. It sounded really cool, man. I've always loved Ravi as well, so yeah, that was really cool to hear.
Definitely.
Thank you. Just
Definitely.
a long way to say thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for being involved, man. It was awesome. Yeah, it's great to see everyone here. So thank you so much for submitting all the videos, and Raf for organising.
I was really happy with the kind of variety of performances and artists we had. I was kind of the original intention with at the gig, kind of do something a bit that blends a few genres and stuff as well. But I think in music scenes in Canberra and in other cities and stuff, there is kind of a tight-knit kind of circles and stuff. But in a place like Canberra, it's kind of good to try and kind of break those kind of barriers. It's not like they're hard barriers and stuff. It's not that sceney and stuff, but I think it's good to expose people who are active in the music scene to other people who are also active in the music scene as well. So potentially collaborations and stuff can come across in the future. That's about it from us, I guess. Yeah, so Rafe Morris is closing a Winter Rhythm, and that's pretty much it for me. Nick, do you want to say anything else before we play a Rafe's video, man?
No, man. We'll come back at the end of this, will we? I assume quickly. But yeah, let's get into the final one.
Awesome. Thanks everyone for sticking in there. We've been running a bit late because I didn't factor in how interesting and how long our chats would be in between performances. But thanks for sticking in there. This is Rafe Morris closing out, headlining, I guess, the online edition of A Winter Rhythm.
My name's Rafe. playing a band called The Decideds. This would be way less awkward if they were here. Well, we got to make do with what we got, which is me and a guitar and a microphone. Shit. Anyway, we'll just play the songs. I'm gonna play 3 songs. One of them is like super new, like kind of not finished, but I reckon finished enough to be able to play it now, and like playing unfinished things. Got me all lit like Christmas, this feeling I miss this, we only just kissed, miss, I think you're delicious, all for this I fall bliss, don't know if you caught this, one more of this I can't resist, there's no use in ignoring this, cause I've been all kinds of high so many times, nothing like this, you come and blow my mind, checking on my phone all day, see if you said hey, come play, play, play. You got me up all night, feeling like I'm a satellite, float away, way, 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 way. Got me wrapped up, I'm captured, totally enamored, I'm falling down backwards, this can't be manufactured. Sell it if they bottled it, drink it all before I could, drink it all, want it all, crazy how you make me fall, cause I've been all kinds of high so many times, nothing like this, you come and blow my mind, checking on my phone all day, see if you said hey, come play, play, play. You keep me up all night, you got me feeling like I'm a satellite, float away, way, 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 way. You've been in my head, it's frightening, spark me up like lightning, keep me up all night and then wake me in the morning, I'm bored again. I'm bored again. Cause I've been all kinds of high so many times, nothing like this, you come and blow my mind, checking on my phone all day, see if you said hey, come play, play, play. Got me feeling like I'm a satellite, float away, you keep me up all night and thinking about all day. Got me floating all the way, 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 way. Got me feeling like I'm a satellite floating away. Kind of goes like that. Woo. So this is definitely the most awkward way to play music. Definitely. 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 Next song starts with a similar chord but like 2 frets up. I think it's like a 9th or something. Major 9, minor 9, something. It's got a 9 in there. It's good. It's one of my favorites. And then this one, then it goes to like an E major 7. Major 7's also my favorite chords. Minor 7's also my favorite chords. There are some in there as well. Pretty good. Take 2. Pulling in clean air from a clean break with a fresh start from a clean slate. Did a retake starting with a new tank from just about the same place. Got a few new lines on my face. Did that thing that I always do, build it up in my head, made it bigger than real steel. I'll probably do it again. I'll do my jumping head first in. I don't know where I am. I've been here before. I don't know know where I am. I've been here before. Trying to keep it optimistic, hard for a cynic like me. Well, the glass is half full, but then I got thirsty. Now I'm a little blurry, surly, thinking who could ever love somebody over 30. Oh shit, got Blake. Might call last drinks, put the pen down, go to bed now. Oh shit, can't sleep, I don't know where I am. I've been here before, I don't know where I am. I've been here before. Oh no, wouldn't have worked out after what you say. At least we had a little bit of fun along the way. Wouldn't have worked out, I agree. At least we had a little bit of fun, you and me. I'm dreaming on the could be's, waiting on the should be's, dreaming on the could be's, waiting on the should be's. Here's to new beginnings. I don't know where I am. I've been here before. I don't know where I am. I've been here before. Thanks. Righto, so that was the song. So originally, the Decideds were going to play as a band with, what do we got? We've got, I'll introduce the band members who aren't here. Fuck yeah. Simon Millman on the drums. Woo! Fucking dude. Dan Luton right next to him on the percussion. Also a dude. Owen on the bass. Holds it together. He's good. He's also a mad trombonist. He's very good. Kira on the vocals. Oh my god. Normally I would introduce her last because she's like out in front and gets the biggest of the claps because... But she's not here, so she gets introduced to middle. Who else we got? We got Thomas on the clarinet. Oh man, that guy's a gun. All over the place. Lovely guy too. They're all lovely guys, except for Kira, she's a lovely girl. Who else? We got, Kevin. Kevin on the trumpet. What a guy. We used to have John Gosling on the trombone, but he's kind of pulled out, pulled back. I like to think we'll see him again one day. We love John. He's not here. None of them are here, but he's probably not going to be in the band for a little while, if ever. But he's still in the band in my heart. But we got Valdez, Tomlin. We got Valdez sitting in for at least a couple gigs, which we're lucky to have because he's an amazing player. I don't know if we have a permanent solution though. I think we might be in the market for a trombone player. I don't know if this is awkward or not. I'm just going to play another song. I'm going to play a Decided song. And then after that, I'm going to play a Nice Good Things song, which is the other band I'm in. I'll introduce them later. Maybe not. Maybe I'll forget. So this is a Decided song called Waves. I think it's called Waves. I'm pretty shit with naming songs, but I write them good. I write them okay. Try to keep it humble. I'm skinning bones on loans from this place unknown. Have a good time while I can before I'm forced to move on and burn out, bow out after my body gives out. Don't know what happens then, I predict a blackout. But for now, get down to business. Let this fire burn within us. Share the love with those around us and all that is delicious. All the minutes of infinity, here we are in close proximity. Maybe chance, maybe divinity, definitely incomprehensibly crazy. Amazes me how everything came to be, brought us to right here, to right now. So let that light out, never be another you, never be another now. So smoke 'em if you got 'em, share that fire around. These waves, waves, waves don't stop. These waves, waves, waves don't stop. I must confess, I've lived my life to excess. In my time on this planet, I admit I've been extravagant, taking it for granted. Things I want, I end up having it. Lavish and decadent, had my piece and then went back again. Tried 1,000 flavors, some of them tried twice. Going back for seconds, add a little more spice. Don't believe in an afterlife, so I be living this one right. Drop 'em if you got 'em, set fire to the night. These waves, waves, waves don't stop. These waves, waves, waves don't stop. Don't stop, keep creeping up, empty my car head so I fill up my car. These waves don't stop, keep creeping up, I empty my head so I fill up my cup. These waves don't stop, keep creeping up, empty my head so I fill up my cup. These waves don't stop, keep creeping up, empty my head so I fill up my cup. That's way more fun with a band and with Kira singing it. I'm going to push pause, I'm going to get a capo, I'm going to come back. Capo. Shout out to my other band as well, Nice Good Things. It's the sweetest thing, love it. Elle on the violin, Gemma on the cello, Nelly on the singing, and I think maybe Lachlan Coventry might be in the band as well now. I'm not sure, but I think yes, which is awesome. Anyway, this is a song which we play, and it goes like this. Far too long, and I don't know when I'm gonna get a chance to see your face. Since you left, I must confess I've turned into quite a mess. I've fallen far from grace. 'Cause I'm not very good at looking after myself. Honey, I lost all my money, lucky I've still got my health. This little drink right here will take care of that. That's why I want you back. See your face there every night when I go to switch off the light next to my bed. You're sitting in a frame. The picture only speaks 1,000 words, and that won't even scratch the surface of the things I gotta say. Pixels and dots per inches, digital image pictures, not quite the same as having you here in my reaches. I go to bed alone again, that's why I want you back. Thought it was my thought for us to partner up no more. I kinda thought the thought was yours. Either way it's done and dusted, I give thanks for the time it lasted. Nothing goes forever, I've been assured. I've been having second thoughts, and I've been having third thoughts, and fourth and fifth and sixth thoughts. So many thoughts that I can't think. My heart don't sink, fight or flight, my heart attacks. That's why I want you back. That's why I want you back. There are some songs. Thanks very much, everybody. Happy summer rhythmsing. Woo! Happy lockdown. Fucking love it.
That's Rafe Morrison closing out the online version of A Winter Rhythm, recorded in his backyard with really nice bird sounds and stuff in the background. Thank you very much, Rafe. I'm looking forward to hearing you, Akira, and the whole band on stage sometime very soon. That's about it for this live stream. And Nick, did you want to say anything before we sign off here?
Awesome work, man. It was so cool to watch. That was awesome. Great night in. Thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah, we had quite a good steady following on YouTube and stuff. A lot of chats and stuff in the YouTube comments and stuff. That was actually really nice. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Great to see everyone interacting and doing what they can in lockdown.
Yeah, man. Thanks once again for doing all the back end stuff as well, man.
No
Public
problem,
shout-outs,
man. It was a
Mustard
lot
Flags,
of fun.
much respect.
Yeah, it was good to test out. It's the first time we've done anything like this, so it was cool to see, and seems to have gone pretty smoothly, and hopefully do some more soon.
I guess if there's more lockdowns, I guess we can pivot all Canberra gigs to live streams here on Mustard Flats.
Yeah. Hopefully we can get at least 2 people here in the studio with us for the next one, if they relax the rules a little bit. But yeah, always good to catch up on Zoom too.
Cool. And yeah, so as restrictions ease, there is a lot of gigs being booked for October, November, December and stuff. So if you want to see music again, just keep an eye on social media. For when this is obviously happening, it's going to be obviously a reduced capacity and stuff as we transition to COVID free. But fingers crossed, 2022 will we're back to normal with festivals and a summer rhythm festival, multicultural festival and stuff even, and all that goodness.
Awesome. Oh, should we leave it there, Raf?
I reckon that's it, man. A big thanks to our artists. We had Alejandro Flores from Melbourne. We had Akira Lloyd from The Decideds, and Susie Blue from Melbourne, James Brigulio and Alec Randalls from Copacetic, Kim Yang, the Tree Lustry Experience, which was Matthew Lustry and Aleem O'Connell on beats, and we just heard Rafe Morris there headlining this edition of A Winter Rhythm. My name is Raf. If you like a global music and stuff like that, then you can hear me on Canberra Community Radio, which is still an essential service during lockdown. I've got a live show on 2XX Sundays, 3 p.m. till 4 p.m. And you can also catch me. I'm organizing cool shows around town as Cultura Clandestino. We do mostly kind of world, Latin, kind of global music, a bit of jazz, a bit of funk and stuff like that as well. So that's it, man. It's back to you, Nick. Yeah.
Awesome. Catch you guys.